folks. It's been frustrating. But anyways, I was bugling back and forth one day. It was way too far away. And then I see lots of sign, but there's no elk around. Uh, they have run muzzleloader hunting at the same time as bow hunting in Colorado. That's weird. I'm just gonna say it. That's weird. I can't even believe they do that. Anyways, so they got a bunch of muzzleloader hunters came in, and all the elk have left. Anyways, do me a favor, smash that like, chat in with where you're from, and we'll get right into the stream here. So the question is, are we actually going to see arrests? So it's been interesting. Hey, don't get me started. Hey, Tracy Durham. Probably not. Wow, you are really just a ray of sunshine today, aren't you, Tracy? Well, this, we may, okay? We may. So here's the thing. Eagle Ed Martin, you guys know him. We've talked about him before. He was actually was involved in the Stop the Steal and is now in the DOJ. He was supposed to be the district attorney for the District of Columbia, but of course, enough rhinos and Democrats didn't want him in there. And of course, we have a weak, feckless leader in the United States Senate, John Thune. So, but, you know, he did get a position in the DOJ, and he's saying it's time. So, I wonder if it's actually time. I mean, I think, well, there's been a couple things of late. So I just check the news when I can. I'm not usually in cell coverage. I just had 3 bars, so I thought I'd go live with you. But here's the thing. Since the situation with Charlie Kirk, Stephen Miller's been talking about it, as have others, as has President Trump, about the fact that we cannot have these organizations that are funded by our tax dollars, mind you. They're funded by our freaking tax dollars, and then they are designed to facilitate our demise. I mean, it blows my mind, you know, to see. I just opened up X for a little bit. Gavin Newsom on there, Josh Shapiro, all these Democrats who wanted every single Trump supporter locked up, called us fascists, terrorists, and all of this, now talking about, oh no, it's so bad because they're going to arrest people. And because there were actual crimes committed. How do you guys like the face paint? It's really weird looking at myself with face paint on. But when I was calling to that elk, I thought he might come. So anyways, but, and do please go check out my sponsor, Birch Gold. Okay, just text Lumberjack to 989898. Get your free info kit on gold and silver. Okay, I bought it. It's been great. I don't know what else I should say. It is time to see some arrests, don't get me started. So let me ask you folks a question. Who needs to be arrested, and what do they need to be arrested for? Elk tastes great. Whoever asked that question, I saw it. Elk is maybe the finest game meat there is. I think I'm going to pull out of this area tomorrow and go to some different drainages. I'm in a wilderness area. You can't drive around in here. So I've been hiking lots of miles. And like I say, I see sign, but nothing super, super fresh. Pretty fresh, but not super fresh. But anyways, I'm waiting for some responses, though. I asked the question, who needs to be arrested? What do they need to be arrested for? This is audience participation time. I want to hear from you folks. I have lots of ideas on, you know, like who should have some charges drop. APAC, okay. That's right, Kronos, commando time. Obama for treason. There's one. Now, it's going to be tougher. He was president. Wait, somebody said their hopes and dreams, but they've been shattered before. I don't see this administration doing anything but talk. Phyllis, I don't think that's the case. Soros, absolutely. So this is where, with Charlie Kirk, what Stephen Miller has been saying is that basically Soros and these people who are funding and foreign governments who are funding the demise of America, actually funding these protests. We need to see some arrests there. The Vikings offensive line should be arrested, Rainmaker. I take it they didn't do so good. I don't pay any attention to the Minnesota Vikings anymore. So I think you have all these politicians who have colluded over the years with foreign countries, actors from foreign countries. Bill Gates is an interesting one, Simonize. He's obviously done some bad deeds. Oh, walls. Thank you, Michelle. Exactly. That's it. I mean, Tim Walz, it's almost $1 billion in fraud now. Obama for after he was president. That's, well, 2020. I mean, I think AOC. I mean, what are you going to arrest AOC for, though? What are you going to charge her with other than being an idiot? Okay. So, Cronus, you're right. 9 months. They're putting stuff together, and Candace is crazy. A little bit. Most of Minnesota leadership. Get Anthony Weiner's laptop out and investigate that. No joke. Absolutely. Ilhan Omar is actually a valid one. Okay. Ilhan Omar is a valid one because Ilhan Omar marrying her brother, ballots in the trunk. There's a lot there. Yeah. So a lot of you are in Ilhan Omar, I see. The kids at camp, one photo had Barack Obama, Jim Jordan, Bill Barr. Yeah, Bill Barr. What a, Bigfoot is not behind you. Luke, I don't look scary. Like the woods. I'm gonna keep this stream short because I'm gonna still go out and try and find some. I just don't. They've moved out of here. And man, there's sign everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, they have been in here thick, but they have just vanished. Yeah. So Bill Barr, Kronos, this is interesting. So do you guys remember the hearing when Bill Barr was? It was like amazing. These Democrats were freaking out on him, and he's just sipping his soda and doing a great job answering the questions. And then we find out that Bill Barr is not a good guy. He completely worked against Trump on investigating the election. Completely. He was of no help, no use whatsoever. And honestly, I think he was, maybe complicit. Matt Cassoni is on. The Clinton family. Do you know, it's going to sound terrible, all worn out, but I remember during the Biden regime, I found myself pining for the days of Bill Clinton. Same with Obama. I thought they were so bad. I was like, at least Bill Clinton checked the polls. He's a little bit of a populist that way. So, I mean, I think I think Bill Clinton is a dog. I mean, he's not a good guy. Okay, but nonetheless. Oh, hey, by the way, hey, thanks for those of you. There's a few of you who gave money for Heather so she can go to Charlie Kirk's memorial service, and then she's going to report from there. So thank you to those who did that. And if anybody on here wants to still do that, you can still just use my Cash App. But a number of people gave like $20, and it all helps because I think it's going to cost her about $1,000 between tickets and lodging. Fauci Cave should totally. This guy, I mean, this whole gain of function research and then lying about it. He's not a good man. Pencil neck shift is one of the worst. Do you know what's amazing to me? I do not. So it's really hard to understand how these guys can lie so effectively. The Charlie Kirk Act, yes, needs to pass. It's a modernization of the Smith-Mundt Act. So we need to get these people and their money out of this stuff. But I was on something else before. What was I talking about? See, I see all your comments. But Fetterman needs to cross over. Yes, he does. Look up how many people showed up at the UK with Tommy Robinson the other day. I did see some footage of that, Michelle. Boy, I mean, if the UK, I know folks that were America First and a lot of you on my channel, but the UK needs some saving. And don't think that the downfall of Europe doesn't affect us here at the um, another comment. Yeah, all that European stuff will affect us. Every country should be their country first, exactly Simonized, and then we wouldn't have a problem. Don't be impressed with Fetterman, Tracy. Tracy, there is always a token senator who talks the talk, but he doesn't vote the vote. Okay? Do not be impressed by John Fetterman just because he says some good things. That's what I was saying. I can't tag him and bag him. I'll do it, Rainmaker. Thanks for that. I'll give you a heart on that big time but it won't work. My phone's not working. Um, but yeah, I can't believe how they lie so effectively. And it's funny because you'll watch these interviews and then you'll watch the news a month later and you'll find out that they were lying during the whole interview. How do they do that? Like, how can you just, it blows my mind. It really, I just can't even fathom it. How do people do this? Like, have you guys ever wondered that? Bower rifle? You got it right here. Shot a couple grouse today with my bow. That's all I got. I can't get any elk. I'm just taking out grouse and eating them. So, anyways, but I don't even. I've had this bow for like, I don't know. It was like kind of an entry level bow from Bowtech at the time. It's the Convergence. It's a nice bow. It shoots great. I mean, I've had it for 6 years. I don't see the need to get another one. I mean, some people get a new bow every. We are rats to them. No one arrested. You're of course right about Fetterman. Well, of course we like what he's saying, but he's just, let me see. They lie because they're crazy. The question should be, how do they get away with it? That's a great question, Phyllis. I mean, how can somebody just lie like that and just, like, it doesn't even seem to bother him? Almost everyone in Congress for insider trading. Yeah. See, the problem is, they have inside information on the Green New Deal or whatever, and then they go out and buy in electric car companies or they buy into solar panel companies. And this is why, I remember when Dan Crenshaw freaked out. Remember that? And he's just going all cuckoo about that. And, how they shouldn't be able to do individual stock trades. Well, I mean, I get it, but the job is service to your country, okay? You have special knowledge that you can then use to beat the market. And they're like, we don't make enough money. What does a congressman make right now? Does anybody know? I think it's somewhere just under $200,000. So, I mean, I don't know. It seems like enough money. Plus, they get their stipend, their accounts, whatever. Elk Kronos is the tastiest meat there is. 197,000. Thank you, Michelle. You're on top of it. So, do you guys think 197,000 is enough? Did Neil take money from BB? That is the funniest comment ever. Do you know what? The only money I've ever taken is for sponsors, and I have to believe in the sponsors. Like MyPillow, mypillow.com, promo code Lumberjack, or mypillow.com/Lumberjack. Yeah, it's I'm sleeping on my MyPillow out here. Believe me, when I go elk hunting, I take my travel MyPillow with me, and I use like little instant coffee packets, which Mike doesn't have in the My Coffee. I love My Coffee, but I can't. Out here, I just boil some water quick and throw this stuff in there. It's more for the caffeine and effect than the other. But no, I've never taken money from BB. I've never gotten any money from a politician or anything like that. I've been very transparent about how I make my money. And whoa, I might have just heard people, folks. Might be up the drainage. I'm gonna have to let y'all go. I don't know if that was or wasn't, but I'm gonna go find out. I'm gonna go bugle. I love y'all. Keep fighting the good fight, all right? Peace out.